Hey guys, Scott here with a video that definitely deserved to be made. Today we're going to be talking about Dead by Daylight Twitter's most notorious troll, a man by the name of Borisky. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, if he's a troll, why would you make a video about him and try to give him more attention? That's the whole goal of a troll, right? The thing is, Borisky is a bit more of an advanced, sophisticated connoisseur of trolling. He's a bit more refined than that. Now, while your average troll will just try to continually farm reactions by posting stupid shit so that you will get mad at it and continue to get mad at it, Borisky doesn't do that. No, he kind of does the opposite. He tries to get people to ignore him and block him. In fact, his entire Twitter is a shrine of Dead by Daylight content creators that have blocked him. His end goal is to have no one actually able to see his tweets anymore. And by his own logic, that is how he knows he's won. Because if no one wants to talk to him anymore, surely it's not because he's incredibly annoying and just obnoxious. It's because he's won every argument, and thus he is the superior being on the internet. So I had to learn who this legend was, so I finally went to his Twitter after his 15th comment shitting on me. And lo and behold, it is basically an entire shrine of getting blocked by DBD content creators. This person's entire personality is just getting blocked by DBD content creators. That's the only thing that he does in life. This is it. So here is my first interaction with Borisky on Twitter. He sent me a message saying, "Hi there, Scott. I just wanted you to know that you're one of the worst DBD streamers, if not the worst. Literally everyone in the community knows how pathetic you are, and your videos aren't as popular as they used to be, are they? Well, if you didn't cause lots of dramas to happen, maybe people would still love you, but let's be honest, people got tired of your dramas with other people and watching you cry about the same topics over and over again. You should learn how to keep your mouth shut, or you will just lose more viewers. Cheers." And I responded with, "Hey dude, sorry you feel that way. I don't really cause drama. The only person I've had that with is True, and over 10 years of content creation, just one dude," which is true. It's pretty much the only person I've ever actually had any drama with. So I'm not sure where he got the idea that I'm like repeatedly causing drama with multiple people, but it didn't really happen. So I just assumed he might have been like a true viewer and maybe thought I did that more or something. I don't know, because his perspective would be different. So I just said, either way, sorry to disappoint you with my videos. Take care. I would not hear from Borisky for quite some time after that. Actually, I did. I just went back in my tweet history and his tweet history, and I realized he actually was tweeting at me for a while. I just didn't see it. So that's a feels bad, man. But the first time I noticed it again was when he made a comment, and then I noticed he was hating on me, but then I also noticed he was following me, and I thought, well, that's kind of funny. That doesn't make any sense. So I called him out on that. And then he responded, "Well, I only follow you to laugh at how stupid you are. You are aware that when someone follows you, it isn't always because they love you, right?" And here is where I think most people make the mistake. Now, most normal, smart people would just block him there because that's the end of that, and now he doesn't get any more attention. But I decided, no, I can't do that, because then I would be on his trophy wall, and then he would win. So instead, I decided to beat him down with kindness. I decided to follow him instead. I would try to continue down this road. Anytime he would say something, obviously trying to get a rise out of me, I would just respond with something very kind. I even tried to see if he had a PayPal I could maybe support him with. And I just generally tried to be friendly. Additionally, I started noticing other content creators noticing that this was the true way to defeat the evil, not by blocking him, but by trying to befriend him and saying how amazing he is. And so I had a lot of other people start doing the same thing, and it started getting to him a little bit, because now he wasn't getting the reaction that he wanted. He wasn't getting blocked anymore. Now, Twitter would remain quiet for a little while. I made a random tweet about people leaving Twitch to go to Kick or YouTube, saying that they want to go to a company where they're actually supported by people that, want to work for them and not just extract money for them. And I basically made fun of them, saying, "I promise the owners of Kick or YouTube or anyone, they don't care about you. They just care about money. You're just going from one fire to another." And I just thought that whole thing was funny. So I made a tweet about that, and then I got a random tweet in response where they said, "Well, for the first time, you're right, Scotty. Companies and humans care about no one but themselves. Guess what? That includes your followers, too. They really don't give a shit about your opinions in reality. They just watch your videos to laugh at how ridiculous you can get. Deal with this reality." Smiley face. And I responded, "I don't know, man. People donate a lot of money to me. That doesn't match up with what you said. I actually just had my viewers. They literally are my health insurance, which I'm forever grateful for. I have 2 endoscopies for stomach issues I'm dealing with, and that was $6,000, and they actually raised that for me. So I was like, I don't know, man. If people were just watching me to mock me, I don't think that matches up with them actually hugely helping me out like that." It was this point I realized, oh my god, wait a minute. this is Borisky. This is the same person. Because I scrolled up and saw our original conversation, and I got so pleasantly surprised. And so the conversation began. Nah, let's be real. They probably do it to have their name show up on stream to feel good about themselves, not because they actually care. Besides, they don't even donate high amounts, so you're just wrong. I responded, well, they paid for my $6,000 endoscopy, which is pretty cool of them. And then I wanted to get into it. So, Borisky, why do you have so much anger in your life, man? And he said, I respect that to the whole my viewers getting money from me thing. But that won't happen more than 1 or 2 times, so still, you're wrong. Now, what makes you think I have anger? I just enjoy proving you wrong. It's important to note, in any of his conversations with anyone, he never actually proves anyone wrong. He doesn't even try to prove anything. He just says, you suck, you're stupid, you're an idiot. La 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 la. And that's pretty much the depth of his argument. So I've never actually seen him have a debate with anybody. So it is kind of funny that he keeps saying, I enjoy proving you wrong. But I wanted to get into it more, and I said, well, it just seems that having your entire personality based on blocking people, it just sounds like you're just angry. And he said, in case you didn't know, blocking someone means admitting defeat. So I'm not the angry one here. If anything, I'm proud. People who blocked me are the ones who are mad because they got defeated by me and couldn't take it. And I said, well, it could just be because you're super annoying and that's why they blocked you. No, it's not that, I assure you. And I try to give him an analogy, like if a fly is buzzing in my face and I smash it, the fly doesn't win because I broke contact with it. And I wanted to get into that point too. Well, what do you actually win? I simply proved them wrong and they blocked me. And I said, well, I don't ever see you arguing really, mostly just calling people stuff. One time I told a David King Stan account not to be so obsessed over David and they blocked me. All because they couldn't handle the truth. And to this day, I still don't know what that means. I guess he proved his own opinion about David King wrong, I guess. And I tried to give another analogy to try to see how ridiculous this was, and I said, it's like saying if I tell you to eat my ass and you decline, I win. That's not winning an argument, that's just you telling someone to do something, and them going, nah. And then I try to insinuate he can't handle the truth of my anus. And then he said, you know what, fuck it, I won't bother arguing with you. Deep inside, you know I'm right anyway. And then I got aroused by this and said, yeah, I bet you think about me deep inside, Daddy. Come on, man, I might block you. It'll be awesome. You should totally argue with me. And then he told me to fuck off, which was great. That is basically the prime goal I've been trying to get over all these years. I've just been trying to slowly break this down. So next, I wanted to get into the mindset of Borisky's DBD opinions. Every time he responds to a tweet, it's extremely comically survivor-sided, kind of like that person that you make up in your head when you see someone complaining about the game, except he's actually that person and he's real. So I asked him, you seem to be super survivor-sided in your tweets. What do you think about DBD's balance? He responded, if you don't think DBD is killer-sided, you know nothing about the game, simple as. Now, if you are a player that only plays solo queue in Dead by Daylight, it's the weakest role in the game. It's pretty hard to win in solo queue and come out on top. And so if he only played solo queue, I actually might understand why he'd be super biased. Now, obviously, this person has no friends, so he has no one to play with, so I already know that he only plays solo queue, but I wanted to hear what he said. So I said, do you only play solo queue? And he said, yes, because there's no one around me who plays this game. Now, his reasoning there was mainly because it's expensive as fuck where I live. And I did a bit of sleuthing. He wouldn't tell me where he lived, but the only tweet he has ever liked on his entire time on Twitter was from someone that was writing in Turkish, and he responded in Turkish, which, let's be real, means he's from Turkey. And then I responded, I thought Turkey had a super low cost of living. And he responded with, you must be fucking joking, indicating that that's in fact where he lives. And so I just linked a bunch of data to him showing that, well, here, you can look at it yourself. You can see United States on the cost of living index is a 72.4. The higher, the more expensive. So you want this number to be lower. And then we've got Turkey all the way down here at the very bottom with 28.1. So I don't know anything about Turkey. I don't know what the quality of life is there. I don't know if it's a terrible place to live, a great place to live. I just know that the cost of living is not really that bad. In fact, it is one of the cheapest places to live, apparently, according to numerous data sources. And so I said, is this not accurate? Look at it. It's just numbers. And then I actually looked at the price of like milk and eggs and just basic things to get real examples of the price and cost of living there. And then he said, oh, okay, let's switch places, huh? I live in US and you live in Turkey. And I asked him if he wanted to spend $300,000 of his currency on health insurance a year, which is $12,000 USD. And then I said, I know nothing about Turkey or whether or not it's a good place to live, but the cost of living does not seem to be one of its issues. And then Borisky responded with something I never thought I would read. He responded to me, bruh, stop trolling, which I just thought was great. I said, hey, it's just cold hard numbers, dude, not much to argue. And he read it, and then that was it. And he just stopped responding to me. He actually gave me a honorary block and is no longer responding to anything I said. So I don't know if the evil has been defeated, because by his logic, if you annoy someone enough and they just start ignoring you, you have won, I guess. So that's the end of my discussions with him. And, okay.